Welcome back. You're watching Perth City Talks. We're at Wellington Square for the Naidoc opening ceremony. What made you want to get involved with Naidoc?
Probably just the music and the exposure that it gives us, a band from the Pilbara, down in Perth, because unfortunately we don't get to attend a lot of festivals just for the area that we're in at the moment. So to get a chance to come down to Perth and play in front of all of these people is a great opportunity for us, for Indigenous Australia to showcase our talent and also to celebrate our roots, our ancestors, where we come from. So just a chance to showcase all that and prove that we're here still and we're going strong. Just looking around and talking to other Indigenous people, the issues are still there, because we've come a long way, but we've only just started.
I think the government's got behind it, but just being a little bit more flexible in what they actually do fund. Well, today, for example, is funded by government organisations, as well as Chevron, of course, and a whole range of other organisations, and we couldn't do it by ourselves. We would have Buckley's. Like the very first year that we started, it was a little tent and not so flash as this today.
Pecan Summer is a pretty special opera because it's the world's first Indigenous opera, and it's based on the first mass strike by Aboriginal people. It's based on the 1939 Cumragunja walk-off that saw over 200 men, women and children walk off the station, the mission they were on, Cumragunja, cross the Dungala, the Murray River, cross over into New South Wales in protest at the harsh conditions they had to endure on the station. So it's a pretty significant opera because, as you know, Aboriginal people have been fighting for justice since colonisation. Naidoc means so much to, I think, all Aboriginal people, because it's a chance that we can get together, look at the diversity within our culture and the amazing talents that there are out there. So for us to be able to celebrate this with so many other amazing people and talented people is just exceptional, and Naidoc Week is really quite special.
Just hope everyone enjoys their week. It's going to be fantastic. There's programs and stuff which show everything that's on, and it's going to be amazing.
Is a combination of students and children from all over Perth who have come together to do traditional and contemporary and hip-hop dance. So we have and beatball, so we have all sorts of stuff that's happening on the stage at different times, but all our work has the traditional flavour. So that's what we do, to incorporate it. We've got Maori kids, and Nell Hokianga is our senior choreographer. We've got Aboriginal kids, we've got white kids, we've got migrant kids, and we just connect Samoan kids. So we just want that integration to be, so valuable and important for all our kids and the community.
As an individual in the community, I have been satisfied by what I've seen so far, but personally I reckon there could be a lot more, particularly a lot more contribution from the government, because there's a couple of issues that, in my opinion, do need to be sorted out. So if they could at least come on board a little bit more and help out with that, I'm sure it will benefit the community a lot more. Probably the housing issue is one that needs to be sorted, because there's a lot of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who are homeless, and you see quite a few of them through the city, and personally it kind of it really does impact on me a little bit to see some people homeless. Another probably issue is just reconciliation. Probably a bit more contribution to the reconciliation and closing the gap, because there has been quite a positive contribution there, but I reckon there could be a little bit more work to kind of bridge the gap.
As an Aboriginal elder, I've suffered 60 years of racism in this country, and I know the only way we can do it is reconciliation and educating a lot of you young non-Aboriginal people about the struggle of us elders, what we've been through, the stolen generation. A lot of my people are in jail. I want to see that my younger Aboriginal people, my grannies and everything, take on the role that we can have our own self-determination and we can have sovereignty. Sovereignty is a big thing now that we want. That's why we all get it together.
So you've flown over just for today. Why was it so important for you to be here, and what does Naidoc mean to you?
Look, first of all, it's important to be here because you're celebrating the launch of Naidoc Week here in WA. To me, it's special because you're celebrating culture. It's something we shouldn't let go of. It's something we've got to hold on to. I encourage my kids to learn our Bundjalung language at home. I would hope that people, use Naidoc as an excuse for Indigenous, non-Indigenous people to come together and celebrate culture. Today was fantastic. I mean, look, it's a great turnout. It was non-Indigenous people here as well, which is awesome. And that just brings people together in the community, and I think that's what we always want to achieve. And these sorts of events, being an event where you can just walk up and sit down on a bit of grass and take in a bit of music, had really diverse music on today as well. It's been from stuff from out in the bush, stuff from like what we do, and so it's been really, really nice. Little kids doing in dance troupes. You don't see that all the time, but it's a big celebration of culture and every aspect of it too. I'm hoping that people just, next time they hold it, come out and enjoy it with us, It's a community event that we need to get out there and be a part of. There are still issues everywhere, I mean, just the interventions in Northern Territory are things that need looking at as well. I mean, they threw a blanket over a whole state pretty well and just said everyone just has to toe the line the same way. Not everyone's the same. You can't tell one bloke to drink and another fella not to drink, It's sort of like, you really got to make it so that it suits people. The problems we have to overcome, I think, is just understanding. We have to get people to understand what the culture's about and the struggles that people have gone through. My wife didn't even know that Indigenous people couldn't vote until 1967. When that referendum was held, it's such a landmark thing in our lives, in our families, but it's so nice for people to be aware of that. The struggle continues, but I think we just have to keep pushing on and moving forward and thinking positive.
It's the only life that I know. Even right here, put a name on me, and I hear it wherever I go. They call me River Boy, bigger than nothing, River Boy. This old world don't hold a whole lot of joy when you're nothing but a river boy.
The response has been fantastic throughout the whole community here in Perth, not only just the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander community, but the wider community. And today's event demonstrates that because of the number of people that have come down to the opening ceremony, and also the number of non-Indigenous people that have come here as well.
The whole idea of Naidoc now is to still keep breaking down those barriers. Once we break down those barriers, days like this open them up and give people a different point of view of Aboriginal people. A lot of times, especially with media, you only ever see the bad side of Aboriginal people. But at an event like this where white people and all sorts of families can come in and actually see the good things that we actually do.
There's so many wonderful aspects of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people and cultures. Naidoc Week is the time when we come out and we share it with everyone. And and we ask everyone to get involved, and it's our time to shine.
We've got a long way to go when it comes to government recognising our sovereign rights, our inherent rights as Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. And so, we've made some great progressions in the past, but still there's a lot of work to be done.
It's taken 224 years to build all this up. It's going to take a long time to fix it. There's a lack of representation of Aboriginal people in Parliament and high-level decision-making. That continues to be a problem. But I think that if we just continue to focus on the positives and show everyone what beautiful people Aboriginal people are, then everyone will get on board.
To all the Nungas, I ask you now to join us all in our sacred ground. The court, in the heart of this land is that we Aboriginal people have got to get together. For Naidoc week, there's going to be a big week, and we must all unite as one.
There's always an history and heritage that exists within Australia's Aboriginal people. It's just music to my ears and warms my heart. So for everyone, to Glenda Kickett, to you and your team that have been responsible for today, congratulations on a job well done. It really does. It really is exactly why I love this portfolio. I love Indigenous Affairs. It's such a wonderful portfolio. You see all the tremendous things that are happening in Indigenous Affairs and for Aboriginal people.
There are many events happening all over Perth until July 8 to celebrate Naidoc Week. Do try to get down to some of your local events. Log on to naidocperth.org to find out what's happening near you. Until next time, I'm Sarah Miller and this is Perth City Talks.
Time story. I can't forget, you see. So when I grow up to be a man, I will take care for my father's land.